Hi everyone, James Leonard here, Social Director with Solavei, and I'm here to present our Equity Compensation Plan. First thing I'd like to cover is some core drivers behind the compensation plan. The first being an extremely low barrier to entry. Our value offering is $49 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data on a nationwide 4G network, with many more benefits to come in the future. It's teaching people how to save money, not spend money. It takes less than 6 minutes to enroll, and we're constantly improving that. So for someone to become a member of Solavei, there's no out-of-pocket cost for them, unless they do need to purchase a phone or whatever that is. But the very low barrier to entry makes it very simple for someone to become a member. Next is simplification. So we talk about income projections and being able to know exactly how much you will earn as a Solavei member on a monthly basis. And what we have is we have a very simple activation and payout schedule. So you know when somebody becomes a member and they go to activate their service, you know exactly when they will count towards your monthly income and be able to know exactly when that payout will begin. And there's also a very logical path pay that's involved that shows exactly what somebody needs to do in order to achieve the ranks inside of Solavei. Then we talk about a focus on personal activity. Solavei is centered around teaching people how to get free mobile service, which in turn builds a very foundational income on a residual and passive basis. Because if you're looking to have an income that's based off of that, you want to make sure that the customers that you have or that are brought into your network are coming in based off of an extremely high value proposition. Because if you have a passive income that you're relying on a monthly basis, you want to know that those customers are going to stay around for a long period of time. And it also makes it so our leaders are producers. So you know that when somebody achieves a certain rank in our company, they know what they're doing, they know how to enroll people, they know how to teach people how to share Solavei. And last but not least is creating ownership opportunities for all levels of leaders inside of Solavei. It creates a very long-term plan for people with our company that someone can come in, get to a point where they're earning an income with Solavei, and then also creating generational wealth for themselves and for their families. So these are all the points that really drive the compensation plan and how it is all constructed. So the first thing I'd like to go over is some terms that you should know. First is a trio. A trio is made up of 3 qualified members. So we're going to use Joe, Bob, and Steve. I enrolled Joe, Bob, and Steve today. They get on the mobile service. They activate their mobile service today. Then 15 days from now, they'll become what we call a qualified member. So 15 days after activating Solavei mobile service, a member is considered qualified and eligible to be part of a trio. And then we talk about the levels of someone's network. The first level is Personal Connection 1, or PC1. These are members directly enrolled by you. So if I enrolled Joe, Bob, and Steve, those are now PC1 to me. Then we have Personal Connection 2, or PC2. These are members enrolled by your PC1. So if Joe, Bob, and Steve all enrolled one person, that means I have one trio in my PC1 and one trio in my PC2. Then we talk about total network. These are the people that all are inside your network. Anyone that is in your PC1, your PC2, and everyone that they enroll. So these are all the terms that we'll need to know in order as we go through the compensation plan. So the first thing I'd like to cover is the 3 ways that you earn with Solavei. First is trio pay, and then path pay, and also equity. So what I'd like to concentrate on first is trio pay. Trio pay is earned just like the example we talked about in the previous screen. If Joe, Bob, and Steve enroll with Solavei through myself, through my personal website or my personal link, then I will earn $20 a month every month that they pay their mobile service. So you take however many people in your PC1, you divide them by 3 and multiply them by $20 equals however much trio pay that equals. So 3 trios would equal $60 a month, and that would equal free mobile service. Then we talk about the efforts of the people that you bring in. So what happens with anyone that comes in on your PC2, you divide that by 3, multiply that by $10, and that also equals trio pay to you. So this is work that you really didn't do, but because you brought the people initially in, Joe, Bob, and Steve, anyone that they bring in as well counts towards your trio pay. The great thing about this is that if Joe, Bob, and Steve all brought in one person, that is actually one PC2 trio to you, and you earn $10 for that activity. In order to earn trio pay from your PC2, you yourself need to have one personal trio. So your mission on becoming a new Solavei member is basically getting your first trio and then teaching other people how to do exactly the same. And what we're doing here to earn income and how we earn income is that there's a snapshot that Solavei takes on your entire network on the last day of every month, and then it's paid on the 12th of the month. So if I had 3 members that enrolled and activated 15 days prior to the end of the month, I would then get paid $20 on the 12th of the following month. So it makes it very predictable to know exactly what you're earning with income. And then we talk about path pay. Path pay is something that is earned as you're teaching other people how to enroll trios and teaching them how to get free mobile service. And so when somebody gets free mobile service and they have enrolled 3 personal trios, they go, well, what do I do next? It's enroll 1 more trio and teach others how to do exactly the same, or do it all yourself. Because in order to qualify for become a social partner and earn $250 a month plus your trio pay, you'll need to have 4 personally enrolled trios and 10 between your PC1 and PC2 levels. So all 10 of those could be done by you, or it could be done as a mixture. The only requirement is that 4 are enrolled by you. Then we talk about becoming a social thousandaire with Solavei. And Solavei's mission is to create over 1 million thousandaires. And how you do that is you enroll 1 more personal trio to yourself, and then you have a total of 18 trios in your first and second level. So that's 54 people and earning $1,000 a month. So if we break that down a little bit, that would be somebody gathering 3 to 5 new members every month for a year to be earning an additional $12,000 a year next year. Or someone could do that in 3 months or 6 months or whatever time period they want to be able to do that in. But it allows you to know exactly the activity that you need to do in order to earn an additional $1,000 or more a month as a social thousandaire with Solavei. And again, we talked about that 18 number. That number 18 includes the number 5, or it can be all done by yourself. So this is a team effort or a personal effort. It depends on what you're looking to do with Solavei. And again, the same as trio pay, a snapshot is taken on the last day of the month and paid on qualified members on the 12th of the following month. So if I had on the 15 days prior to the end of the month, I had 18 PC1 and PC2 trios. The following month on the 12th, I would earn $1,000 in path pay every month that stays how it is. So that's a little bit about path pay and trio pay. The next thing I'd like to talk about is equity. So when we talk about equity, the first thing we want to talk about is what it actually means. What is an equity or stock option, which is what Solavei is putting on the table, and we're going to cover this in the next slide. It is the right to purchase a company stock at a specified price within a certain period of time. So, well, why would I want a stock option? The first thing is it allows you to take advantage of the increase in share price as the company grows. So no matter if a company is public or private, they have stock in the company that they can offer to employees of that company. So what Solavei is doing is they're being able to issue this stock option at a certain price that you can now purchase at a later date. So for example, if I am given a stock option and granted that, and that stock option is $1 per option, then 12 months from now, if the stock is worth $30 or $40, I can buy that $30 or $40 stock for $1 a piece, which now I have an unrealized gain right away by doing that. Then, or I could exercise and receive a dividend per share. So if the company is profitable and they're issuing a dividend of $2, $3, $5 a share, whatever they're issuing, I can exercise and purchase that for $1 or whatever I was issued and granted that stock option at. So really what it allows you to do, it allows you to generate income by teaching people how to get free mobile service. And while you're doing that, you're working towards creating wealth for the future by these stock options. So let's talk about how these two combine. Let's talk about how path pay and equity now combine into one. So as a social connector with Solavei, I would be earning $2,500 a month, and I would be issued 2,500 equity options of Solavei. In order to become a social connector, I need 6 trios that are personally enrolled by me, and then 25 trios that are in my PC1 or PC2 trios. I just add them up. then I need 500 overall network trios, and 200 of them can come from one individual line per PC1 connection that I have. And this is all divided by 3. So there's never going to be a member in your network, if someone just got 1 or they got 2, that you wouldn't be compensated from, because now you're looking at your entire network and you're just dividing by 3, and that's what your total network trios are. Then we talk about going up the ranks in Solavei. We have a social networker that earns $5,000 a month, a social director at $10,000 a month, a social executive $20,000 a month. And each one of these levels, you're issued an additional amount of equity options. So a social executive can be earning $20,000 in path pay, plus whatever they're earning on their trio pay, and then be issued a total of 37,500 equity options in Solavei for ownership. And then to become a social executive, it would be a total of 12 PC1 trios, 40 PC1 and PC2 trios, and a total of 6,000 network trios. So it allows you, like I said, to be building income in the now to build wealth in the future. So now that we've covered the compensation plan, it comes down to what to focus on. The first thing, if you have not done so yet, is get free mobile service. Show 9 people how they can save money every month by using Solavei's mobile service. Then once you've done that, is teach other people how they can then earn free mobile service. This is really done by having a trio per week mentality, and having a mentality of enrolling 3 people a week that want to save money on their mobile service. And you do that by keeping it very simple. And when somebody asks you, what do you do? Well, I teach people how to get free mobile service. Would you like to learn more? And collecting their information and sending them a video from Outreach Manager, or following up with them by phone, or however you want to, but making that initial contact, whether it be online or offline, and then following up with them. So what you're doing is you're saying less to more people. And what that allows you to do is not make the decision for them. All your job is to share what Solavei is and allow them to make up their own mind. And we can do that by constantly pointing to the tools and your team. So when somebody asks you a question of how does the compensation plan work, how does the mobile plan work, you can always be pointing to a video, a brochure, anything that doesn't make it so you have to become the expert. And using those tools that you have, you can find them at My Solavei, or you can find them at Support Solavei or Connect Solavei, all these different tools that we have at our disposal. Or you can utilize your team, and your team would be any person. So it could be a 3-way call, it could be a conference call, a webinar, a live social, Google Hangout social, anytime where someone can meet other people on the team that are having success. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is James Lenhart, Social Director with Solavei, part of the Empowered Living Network. For more great tools and resources, please visit us at www.empoweredliving.biz. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Have a great day.